Greetings, guys. I have to start this episode on a bit of a sad note. Do you remember our good friend, Charlie the cow? Well, I haven't seen him very much lately. In fact, I had a good look around the island, and for some reason, he's just not there anymore. I can't really explain it. He didn't die or anything. He just vanished. So unfortunately, I have to presume he has moved on to greener pastures. So, in honor of Charlie, I've prepared this short montage. Please enjoy. So there it is. I had no idea this was a thing. If you shear a mushroom, it turns into a regular cow. In honor of you, Charlie, I have named this special cow that I had converted from a mushroom into a cow, Charlie. Hello, Charlie the cow. What are you doing all the way over here? I'm pretty sure I left you on that peninsula way over there, and now you've wandered... Oh, don't fall down. Charlie, you shall forever be my friend, the cow. I've prepared this beautiful memorial place for Charlie. There we go, Charlie. You shall always be remembered. And with that, guys, let's start a brand new episode. What's going on? How are ya? Let's whoa, geez, end the somberness and start into something fun. By the way, I really have no idea what happened to Charlie. I looked around the island, as I said. I went into spectator mode. I looked under the island. I looked everywhere, and then I even opened up the world in an NBT editor, and I looked everywhere. Like, honestly, Charlie's just gone. And you know what else? If you remember a couple episodes ago, I renamed a chicken Lucky. That chicken's gone too. Just gone. And I don't understand it. I know that named entities are not supposed to despawn, but for some reason, they despawned. So what are we doing today? Well, it has something to do with this thing floating in the sky above my chicken house. This is the place that I'm going to put my new energy storage core, and that is the thing we're going to work on at the start of this episode. So let's have a look at what we need for that. I have this item called a Draconic Information Tablet, and it gives me all the information for building one of these crazy energy storage cores. And of course, I'm going to go all the way to the top, the tier 8 core. So I'm going to need a lot of crazy things. So 786 draconium blocks, 378 awakened draconium blocks as well. So let's get down to our refined storage system and grab some of these things. So for our awakened draconium, I already went ahead and made these 378 blocks. So let's just get rid of some of these things from our inventory. Grab all of these guys. I also need draconium blocks, these guys right here, and I believe that number was 786. So I hope that's right. So let's just make that, and while those are crafting, let's just take a quick look here. Yeah, 786. Plus I need 36 energy core stabilizers. I think I made those already too. Yeah, so there's my 36 energy core stabilizers. Then we'll go to our draconium blocks, and yeah, look how fast they craft. That's great. 786, got them all. So let's just get those all into my inventory. And there we go. Now we can fly up to, not there, to the site of what will be our new energy core. And if I right click on this guy, you can actually see it's at tier 1 right now. I'm going to turn the build guide on for a second here. and then I'm going to tier it up. So I don't want tier 1 or tier 2 or 3. I want to go all the way up to tier 8. And if I just back up here, you can see this is what it's going to look like when it's built. It has this handy dandy build guide to allow you to really easily place blocks. So normally this is the way I would do this. I would use this. But today I'm going to do something slightly different. I'm just going to right click on it and tell it to assemble the core. And yeah, as long as I have all those blocks in my inventory, you should see that it's actually building all on its own. And that's really cool. And you can actually see my inventory. The blocks are going down, 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 down. I think this is actually super cool. And there we go. I think it just finished building. Beautiful. Unfortunately, I can't right-click on this thing anymore because the energy core is buried inside. But as soon as I get my energy stabilizers in place, I will be all set. But before I put the energy stabilizers in place, I'm going to need to build a little bit of infrastructure. And I'm going to do that with some concrete. I just need a bunch of white concrete here. I don't know exactly how much, but yeah, 9 or 11 stacks should do for now. I have a little bit of a pattern that I want to build here. So I wonder if I should do this in a time lapse. I think I will. So roll the time lapse. Alright guys, that was an interesting time lapse. Now, here's something I've been meaning to bring up for a while, and here we are in episode number 17. I figured it's about dang time that I talk about this. I have been back and forth with the music I've been choosing for my time lapses. The music you just heard is one of the 2 selections. But I do have another selection as well. In fact, I used it last week when I built the greenhouse. So I'll tell you what, let me play a quick snippet for you. So this is music number 1. All right, and now this is music number 2. So which one do you guys like better? Do you like the first one? I mean, let me play it for you one more time. Here's a different clip. Or do you like music number 2? Okay, please let me know which of those 2 songs you like best. You can comment down below. Or you can tell me that you like them both, and I'll just keep alternating back and forth. All right, now that we have our stabilizers all in place around our draconic energy core, let's turn them on and see what this actually looks like. And to do that, I right click on here and let's turn off the build guide and activate. And there we go. We now have a giant ball of energy on top of our chicken house. What is that for? Well, think of it like a giant battery. I'm going to be adding some things to this this big ball here, and that's going to allow me to store charge in this battery and then redistribute it out to other things. So if I get in close and right click on it, you can see the capacity is almost infinite, but the charge is currently 0. So it has no power in it whatsoever right now. So what I need to do is find a way to get power into the draconic ball. And the way we're going to do that is with this thing called an energy pylon. And it's made like this. So let's just grab a couple of those. What am I missing? Something in the middle here. Oh, I need those draconic cores. So I just need, actually I just need one of them for now. So let's make 2 of those. I'm going to need some glass. But before I grab that, I'm also going to need this. And I'm going to need these and this and this. And that should do it from here. Then I just need a couple pieces of glass. Glass. 1, 2. 1 for each of these. Okay. Oh, before I leave here, I'm also going to need some way to actually get energy into this thing. And the way I'm going to do that is with solar panels. But I don't want solar panel 6s. I want to go up to solar panel 7s. So if you recall, way, way back, I actually built a recipe for solar panel 7s, but I didn't have Dragon's Breath. Now I do have Dragon's Breath right built into my system. So I'm going to build some of these. In fact, let's see, can I go up even higher? Let's see, solar panel, okay, solar panel 8s require dragon eggs, so I would need multiple dragon eggs to do that. I might save that for another day. Today, I'm just going to do these guys. So I don't have any at the moment, but I do have enough Dragon's Breath. So let's just craft them. Let's just craft like 6 of them and see how we can do with that. Yeah, I got a lot of stuff. I got everything I could possibly need. And it should be actually crafting as we speak. This is going to take a while because these things are a pretty big recipe. Look, it's using like 1,400 of these and another 1,400 of these and over 1,000 redstone. Pretty cool. I love this auto crafting stuff. Like, think about how much time it would take me to do this, and this is just hammering through it like it's nobody's business here. So let's come back over here to solar, and we've got 2 already, 4. And I think I wanted it to make 6. So any second now, it should give me the last 2 and 6. Okay, there we go. So let's just put these sort of anywhere. Yeah, I guess I can use these for pillaring, so that should be fine. Okay, let's go back up to the top and see where we're at. So the way this works is that you need to place your energy pylons either above or below the little draconic thing here. I'm just going to start stacking up. See if I can actually do this without damaging anything. I'm going to go, well, not super high, but there, something like that. That should be plenty. Take those. And that one, and that one. And I will put one of these energy pylons right up here. Hopefully that's close enough. If not, I can move it down a little bit. And then to activate it, you need to put a piece of glass on there. Boom. And there it is. And it looks like it's connected just fine. So this one is currently set, as you can see the little arrows, as an input. It's set to take energy in. So I'm going to put one of these guys right here, just on the top of it. And then I will right click on that, actually shift right click on that, and make sure it is set as an output. This is kind of confusing, the difference between inputs and outputs. Basically, I'm about to create a pipe between 2 items here, and that's why I've set this as an output, because technically this is out of the pipe. I'm going to need one more block here just to make life easier for me. That is something called an angel block. I've already crafted one, but I just want to show you how easy this is to craft. So basically you take a piece of obsidian, a couple feathers, and a piece of gold to get this thing called an angel block. And it's a very useful block because unlike any other block in Minecraft, you don't actually have to place it on anything. You can actually just place it in the air. So if I wanted to place it right here, for instance, I could just right click and there it is. And this gives me a really easy way to build stuff in the air. And what I wanted to build in the air was one of these. I'm just going to put one of these relay things right here. and then I can break that block, and then I'm going to go up a little bit higher, and somewhere around here. And now I'm going to place my angel block down again. This time I'm going to use it to place my solar panels. So there we go. I have 6 solar panels, and you can see that they are collecting tons and tons of energy. Let's break this guy right here because I don't need him anymore. No! It's okay, it landed on top of my draconic ball. I can just pick that up. Oh, almost lost some concrete there too. All right, let's go back up to our solar panels and let's grab one more of these guys right here and drop that onto the bottom. So this one is already set to input. So the idea here is that we're going to chain these things together. And I can use my crystal binder to do that. And this thing in the middle is going to be the sort of centralized point. So if I shift, right click on this, now that is the position I will be linking to. And if I come up here and right click, you can see I've created a link between this and that. And so now energy is flowing out of those solar panels down into this guy right here. But I don't want it to stop there. I want it to continue. So I'm going to right click on this as well. And I formed another link. And now you can see I've got these cool little particle effects going into my draconic energy ball. So I'm just going to empty my hand here. And now I will right click on this thing. And you can see I have 64K RF per tick. That's 64,000 RF, which is the energy unit, transferring per tick, and there's 20 ticks in a second. So I'm getting a lot of energy. Yeah, it's already at 160 million RF. Yep. So yeah, that's just going up, 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 up. I love it. And all this will just continue to accumulate. Well, right now, I don't have it connected to anything, but I am obviously going to want it connected to something. So what am I going to want it connected to? And how am I going to make that connection? Well, to start with, I need something to collect the energy. So I'm going to start just by placing one of these guys down right here. And of course, I placed it off center, and that will never do. I need to place it dead center because I'm OCD like that. There we go. And I need to right click on it. Shift right click on it. Nope. I can't remember how to do that. First of all, I guess I better put the glass on top of it. Oop, there we go. Right click on that. There we go. So right click on that, and now this is set to output mode. So it is actually sending energy out of the ball and into one of these things. Don't go away. There we go. So I'm just going to plug one of these things onto the side here. Again, because energy is going to start here, this needs to be set as an input. So it actually is set as an input right now. But now I need to figure out where I'm going to send that energy to. So I'm going to have a main distribution point of energy somewhere around here, I think. So why don't I just, why don't I just place an energy block down right here, or an angel block, I mean. I'm going to grab one of these relays and stick it underneath here. Then I will grab my crystal binder out again. I'm going to move my shovel up. I don't need that right now. Let's get rid of this guy. Then we will, again, shift right click to make this the point that we link things to. We'll come over here and we'll link this to it. And then if we just, I think, hover over it, yeah, you can already see it's got 63.9 million RF because the energy transferred that fast. That's a beautiful thing about these relays, is that it basically transfers energy super, super fast. You don't really have any delays or any bottlenecks with energy transfer here. And then down here, this is the next thing. So you might remember that I actually have a bank of solar panels here. And I already had one of these little guys on top of it, feeding energy into this distribution point here. But I'm just going to connect this to here. And now I have energy flowing into this, and I don't need this one anymore, which is great. I'm going to leave it here just in the short term because my dimensional transceivers are connected to this. But first, before I do anything else, I'm going to sleep. And good morning. Let's get some more energy stuff hooked up. So, you know what? I can actually get rid of this. I don't need this one. I will leave these solar panels hooked up feeding the dimensional transceiver until I have a chance to actually get rid of the power transfer, or maybe, yeah, I haven't decided yet what I want to do with the power transfer here because it doesn't quite keep up with the demand I have. It's close, but not close enough. So I might be able to just feed power directly into the energy transceivers, but I'll do that between episodes and let you know in the next episode what worked out best. But I do have a few other things that require power, namely these right over here. And you can see I have already set up a basic energy network already with some solar panels feeding into these Wyvern relay cores and then into these Wyvern energy relays, or energy crystals, I should say. But I'm going to replace them all with Draconic tier. And I'm going to do that right now. Blink. There we go. That's all done. And you can see I have these lasers shooting all over the place, and you can actually follow the energy transfer. So it's coming out of my Dragon Ball over here, and it's going to this relay hub, which is then transmitting over to this hub, which is then shooting down to these two hubs, which is feeding the actual fusion crafter. So it's pretty cool. And remember, these guys are nearly instantaneous in terms of their energy transfer, so I should have no problems keeping up with the energy demand as long as I have enough energy stored in my Draconic ball. And let's see how we're doing. Well, actually, there's 0 in there at the moment, and that's because, honestly, I just don't have enough power. I've only got these sets of solar panels generating power up here. But between episodes, I think I'm going to add a bunch more power and, really start to fill up that ball. So you can expect to see good things from that. And with that, guys, that is going to have to do it for this episode. I am starting to run long on time. I've definitely done everything that I needed to do for this episode. Laid the foundation work for my energy distribution network. And also said goodbye to a dear friend, Charlie the Cow. Charlie, wherever you are, we miss you. And we hope to see you again someday. But until then, guys, if you are enjoying these episodes, please feel free to click that like button. And if you want to see more content like this, more fantastic, great content, feel free to click that subscribe button. Thanks so much for watching, guys, and I will see you in the next episode.